Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to my eyeballs. Actually, I guess my face. We're going to do the whole face. Going to tell you a story about how I got pulled over. Revealing for you yet again, lest you forget that I am stupid. No. All right then. I did this look using Mel's and my palette together. It's my favorite look using them both together. And if you want to see how I did that, then just keep watching. I just cleaned this off so that I can see it's still wet so that I could use it. But yesterday, when I was getting ready, I put my NYX concealer on there, used it, and then went about my day. And I came back in here this morning, so it had sat out for more than 24 hours. It wasn't dried on there. It was still sitting there, like even in the parts where I went like that and I tapped, it was still just like sitting there, not dried. And I thought, well, no wonder the stuff looks so good. It never dries. How have you guys been? I have been mixing this foundation, the Revlon, which is the one in the box. And then you guys know I reviewed this one not that long ago. But this one here was just a teeny weeny bit too dark. And this one is just a teeny weeny bit too light. So I mixed the two together and they're both these luminous kinds of foundations, right? They look beautiful together. I mean, at that point, you're kind of stepping towards high-end foundation prices, right? But I mean, if you happen to have both, they look really pretty together. Look at these nails. My sister saw them last night and she goes, "What happened to your nails?" Well, 2 days into my 4th of July manicure, I broke this fingernail. I broke it off in Shy Guy's biscuit. It was burnt. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't. Anyway, that's what I'm doing tonight, is getting my nails done. My nails are being done tonight, and I'm going to have to tell this guy. He's a new guy doing my nails. I don't know why Tim is not taking me into consideration when it comes to his schedule. But anyway, Tim isn't going to be able to do my nails anymore. So the new guy that's doing my nails, this is a fake one, by the way, because I took one and like cut it to shape. In the last few videos I've had it on, it's been totally fake. And now it is, don't glue fake nails to acrylic. They don't want to come off. I guess because no oil gets to it. I can't get this off, so I'm going to have to tell him today when he's filing these that that isn't real. Okay, that's not my nail. The rest of them are. Okay, well anyway, 2 days into my manicure, I knew they were too thin. I mean, it was basically my nail. He had hardly any acrylic over him at all. And yeah, I busted it off in a biscuit. And I'm like, dang it. Well, you know, they were closed for leading into the holidays, so I couldn't get it fixed. And I cannot stand all my nails not to be the same length. So I filed them all down. I need to get busy is what I need to do here. Okay, so first I'm going to do a look using both mine and Mel's palette. Are you guys so excited because the Christmas in July sale's coming up? Yay! I love it. And they've got some cream stuff coming out. I'm just so excited for the new stuff. But anyway, I'm going to do a look today for you using my palette in the light version and Mel's palette. And you might think because I'm wearing orange, she was so cute the way she said certain words. But anyway, you might think because I'm wearing orange that I would be wearing Meadowhawk. Right? That would go really pretty. No, that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to show you my favorite look using both these palettes. So if you have both these palettes, maybe you want to do it with me and see. You know, it's just play. If you don't like it, you can always just wash it off, right? So get your Glitzy Fritzy Essential Eye Set. I'm not going to use my E21 because I had to scrounge around to find these. All of my brushes need washed again. I think I have everything I need except for the E21, which is the smudger under here. So today I will be using the lip brush in 04 in place of the E21. What I like to do, and you probably already guessed it because my favorite shade in Mel's palette is Mantis. And I think we can create a real summery kind of look, you know, using these two palettes today. We're gonna come into, you guessed it, Mantis. Oh yes. Mantis might be one of my favorite eyeshadows in the whole world. Okay, I just love that so much. And I'm gonna come here and pat it right there in the middle of my eye. I mean, it doesn't take much to get it there for sure. I put these on today over the top of the Nourish Stick from Promatics because I just wanted to see, you know, let's experiment and see what happens. It's not wanting to stick so well on my forehead. It might fall off in my lap in a minute, you know, just letting you know. That's all I've done. From the lid up into the crease there, I've just, and we want to, on this eye, I want to come up a little bit higher. Let's include that flap so that I'm in the crease on both eyes. And that's it. That's the whole look. Just Mantis. I really want to be precise with my Buttercup, so I'm putting it on this. You use your E21, okay? And then I'm just going to come right there. Wow! If you remember, my Buttercup is a combination of Mantis and Firebuds. And don't think we're not going to get Firebuds, but I'm just saying we're going to use my Buttercup right here in the tear duct area. Now I'm going to take my ring finger and just pat on top of So Merry. See, I just did that like 3 times. And now I'm going to come right on top of Mantis with So Merry, and I'm just going to touch down just like that. Okay, all I'm doing really is giving a little bit of sparkle to this fabulous color. I'm not putting enough to cover up Mantis because I don't want to cover it up. I just want to turn it. What on earth is happening right now? Where is this coming from? Did I accidentally get into High School BFF? What on earth? Can you see? All I'm doing is just giving a little bit of, tiniest bit of the gold undertone flecking from So Merry. And I'm just tapping it on top of Mantis because I don't want to lose Mantis. I don't want to lose that beautiful color of green. Its saturation is just gorgeous. I don't want to do that. I just want to, so if it hits light, you just pick up the tiniest bit of a sparkle. And So Merry does that without having to lose Mantis or turn it into a completely different color of green. See how it's still the same green? That's what we're gonna do. Just putting that on there, and it gives it just the tiniest bit of gold fleck. Much less than what you would get if you used BB. If you use BB, you're gonna get too much, but So Merry will give it just the right amount. Now I just took and wiped this off. And now I'm gonna come over to Mel's palette and dip right into Firebuds. And I mean, I just barely tapped. And now you can see that it's even more bright, of course, than my Buttercup. And I'm bringing that from the innermost part of my lid and meeting it up with Mantis and So Merry. Now I'm going to take my finger and just kind of smear it out just the tiniest bit. Right over the top, joining So Merry and Mantis. Now we're going to go back with the E25 and I'm going to go into Pita. We're just going to bring it and mix it into Mantis. Remember, we brought Mantis up into the crease. So we're just mixing it right there with Mantis and bringing out this way, out toward the edge. And that's stuck just a little bit to that Urban Decay. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my E35 and I'm going to come up here and try to blend it out a little bit. But it is probably going to give me a little bit of resistance, and I can do it so much faster if I just tap into my Savior and come up there and do it with it. That shade just literally saves my butt all the time. E36, right? And we're going to be just tickling out here on the outside of the eye and bringing toward the crease. And I'm going to be using, which thing should I use? Family or ME After 60? You're right, we're going to use ME After 60. So I was just darkening up the outside of my lid. And if you don't want to use ME After 60, I've also used Family for the same thing. Now then, let's do the rest of the makeup and then we'll come back and finish the underneath with Julby and Shy Guy. All right, so then to the story of me getting pulled over. I don't watch the news. The news upsets me. okay? Particularly after 2020. I just was like, you know, if anything really important happens that I need to know about, I'll let Shy Guy tell me. But it is pretty rare that I would actually sit down and just watch the news for the heck of it. So sometimes I don't know things that y'all might know. And you know how somebody will tell you something and you will give them leniency because you can tell and they just truly didn't know. That was me the other day. I'm traveling down the road. My car, it picks up this phone too. But for some reason, I'm just used to holding my phone and talking like this. So I'm like one hand on the steering wheel, one hand like this, and I'm just talking. I'm talking to Mary Ellen. And I'm going down the road and I don't need this, okay? It's on the speaker, but no. Anyway, so I'm talking to her and I go, oh my gosh, I just passed a cop and I bet I'm going to get pulled over because I really did think I was speeding. But I mean, surely I wasn't. That's not what he pulled me over for. And you've probably guessed from what I'm talking about that I got pulled over for having the phone out. That never dawned on me that I couldn't do that. I mean, I figured there's a law or something that says I can't. I know I should know this, right? I figured that there was something against texting and driving, but apparently, in the state of Indiana anyway, you have to have both hands on the steering wheel. Even if I didn't have the phone in my hand, I wouldn't have the other hand on the steering wheel. But anyway, I just don't drive 10 and 2 unless I'm being super cautious, you know, like it's snowing or something like that. And then I may have my both hands on the wheel. But, you know, just going 2-3 miles to my parents' house, never mind. Anyway, so I pull over on the dang road. That tells you how often I've been pulled over in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Like there's not a shoulder and this is a two-way road. So I'm pulled off on the edge of the road. He's squawking at me on the siren. He's going, whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, and I look in the rearview mirror because I'm like, what? He's like, because he wants me to go up to the first turnoff, you know, get out of the road. Get out of the road, you lunatic. Like, oh, that makes sense. Duh. So I do. I pull up there and, you know, he gets out of the car. I'm getting my license and registration. Anyway, he goes, ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over? And I was thinking, speeding? But why give yourself away? I mean, maybe he didn't know I was speeding. So I said, no, I don't, you know, and I'm just being nice, smiling at him and stuff. And not going to try and talk my way out of anything because I know that ain't going to work. But I'm going to be polite. And he said, well, I pulled you over because as you passed me, and I thought, here we go, you were doing 50 and a 30 or something like that, right? And he says, as you passed me, I thought that there was a reflection, like perhaps you were holding your phone like this, talking on it while going down the road. And I am so relieved, okay, that he doesn't know I was speeding, which I don't even know if I was speeding, but I probably was. I'm so relieved about this, and I don't know I'm not supposed to be doing that, that I go, oh yeah, because I was just, like I said, I was just going down the road talking like this. I go, oh yeah, I was on the phone. Just so matter of fact, and you know, like, yeah, I was on the phone. That is what you saw. The look on that man's face, it was sort of a look of complete disbelief. And I don't think she knows. You know? So he's like smirking. Oh, I haven't got that straight, have I? He's like giving me kind of like a smirk. You know, like, this is unbelievable. You know, it's like if you saw Bigfoot or something. You know, totally something you didn't even think could possibly be real. But yet, here it is. It's real. Here is this old lady. I'm sure he thought that. Here is this old lady who doesn't know that she's not allowed to talk on the phone, you know, or have her hand on the phone while she's driving down the road. And like I said, the best part and the part that really cracks my brother up about all this is that it's on the speaker. When I was talking to Mary Ellen, or anyone else, I mean, the car automatically picks it up, but I'm used to walking through the house, and I think in my brain that you can hear me better if when I'm talking on the phone, I'm talking like this. So even though the communication is actually happening through the speakers of the car, I think you can hear me better if I'm holding the phone like this. And that's what I was doing. And did you guys know you can't do that? My whole family is like, oh, that's the best one yet. Because, yeah, I truly didn't know. He takes my license and my registration and he goes back to his car, and I'm thinking, well, this is good because he'll see that I haven't been pulled over in probably longer than he's had his job. You know, it's been a long time since I've been pulled over for anything. And to the point that I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know I'm supposed to get off the freaking road. I'm just dangerous, man. So he comes back and he's like, okay, Mary, I'm gonna let you off with a warning, but you're not allowed to do that. It still hasn't registered to me that I'm not allowed to hold my phone, okay? When he tells me it's been a law since, and he told me the exact date, but 2020. Okay, this has been something you're not allowed to do since 2020. And I'm thinking, really? I'm not allowed to talk on my phone? And I'm totally serious. I mean, are you telling me I'm not allowed to drive and talk on my phone? It's coming through the speaker. And he's looking at me like, it's coming through your speaker, and yet you're holding it in your face.
I know, right?
So yeah, he gave me a warning and he lets me go. I go on to Bubba's and get the food, but I don't go back that same way because I saw him. He went right back to that hiding spot. And I thought, you're not getting me again. So I pull out on the road, go to Bubba's and call my mom. I'm just kidding. I did not do that. I get to my mom's, you know, she was getting a little worried because she thought I was going to be early and I'm actually late. So I walk in and I'm like, oh yeah, sorry I'm late, but I got pulled over. And she goes, what? And I told her, I go, did you know that you're not allowed to hold your phone? She's going, really, Mary? You didn't know that? And I mean, you can tell I don't know that. I'm like, no. And she goes, that is the only reason that you got off with a warning is because you can tell by my face that it was news to me. I didn't know. I mean, heck, if you look around, everybody's in their vehicle and they're texting. I wasn't texting. I was just holding my phone. What are we going to do about these people that are texting and driving? That's what I want to know. So that's the stupid thing I did last week. I do stupid stuff all the time. Let me get my brows on real quick and we'll come back and finish the eyeshadow. I got a little carried away and I did my brows, my mascara, my lips. I'm just taking Coconut from the Sephora liner collection and doing the inner rim. I'm gonna come into Jewel Bee, roll this thing around in that shade, and I'm gonna lay it down under my eye. I'm gonna come over it with Shy Guy. I also like using Jewel Bee in the crease and Shy Guy on the lid. Now I'm just coming over that with Shy Guy, which is gonna give it a little bit of a more dimensional shift. A little bit of mascara on the lower. I think I might want to take a little bit of puffin and put that on over the top of this lipstick. Just to orange it up. Tiny bit. All right then, it's been fun spending time with you guys. You guys are the best part of the Fritzy family, and I hope that you know that. Hope you also know that if you're not having a blessed day, the way you can get one is to go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
Gloppa, gloppa, glop, I don't know. Gloppa, gloppa, gloppa. That made me think about a horse. Is that a horse? Well, we know it wasn't a sheep. Okay, I found it. I was like Pink Floyd there for a minute. You know. How can you do your videos if you don't have your mirror? How can you have your mirror and not do your makeup? That was nothing like Pink Floyd. Summertime on the set of Glitzy Fritzy. It's summertime. Oh gosh darn it, it's coming off. Flap, flap, flap. Now then, PETA. Oh, you just make me want to smack your face right off. All right, there we go. Hey, PETA! Literally saves my butt all the time. No, it doesn't save my butt. It saves my eyeshadows. There's not a thing in this world that can save my butt. And I'm just gonna come here and just round and round in circles. Here we go, round in circles. Dun 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 dun. Here we go, round like a brush inside my crease. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Nothing's breaking my concentration. Nothing's breaking my stride. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. No, I'm gonna keep on blending. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm blending and I won't slow down. Oh no, I've got to keep on blending. And he's going on the, you know, the that thing. What's it called? The siren.